Greetings. This is a quick, not so quick, demonstration of why an application server could be very useful on a network. We are continuing down the road here to installing PaintDotNet on remote machines, and to say that it is time consuming is a painful truth. To say that it's a waste of time for an administrator is another painful truth. Application servers could make this whole process a whole lot easier, or a thin client environment would also make it easier.
Good morning, U.S. Today.
So, as we were saying, we are installing NetPaint or PaintDotNet on a remote machine using remote desktop. Let's go get the first thing we need. Actually, is get off of Internet Explorer and install Firefox. Many of my students request Firefox, and I encourage them to use Firefox because Firefox is so much superior, so very superior to Internet Explorer. Particularly with these new annoying Yahoo toolbars that were installed without my consent. So we're installing Firefox now. It'll take a couple seconds. Next, I accept, click next, standard next, next, and in a moment the Firefox browser will be installed, and I'll show you why it's so useful here in a second when it's finished installing. Launch Firefox now, and I can kill Internet Explorer, and in a moment Firefox will launch. Go ahead and import it, next, and then next, finished, and always perform, yes, that's fine by me. Now in this environment I need to reset the connections to a proxy, which is easy enough to do, and I change the proxy settings 8080, click OK, Control R to refresh the page, and there it is. Now what I need to do is do a Google search, Google AEEN, so it launches in English, and I'll go ahead and make that my toolbar, use current page, and I'll throw an EN at the end so it's always in English. Click OK, and let's go PaintDotNet. Does that mean PaintDotNet's already installed? No, but that's interesting that it was already there. Google search, continue, PaintDotNet. Now in a moment I'm going to use the tab bar, or the tab key. I'm going to download this by holding down the control key, and I'm going to download this by holding down the control key, and there it is. I need the x86, and I'm going to download that. Let's go ahead and download that, and so it's downloading now. This is downloading. Click on that to download it, and let's go take a look at the desktop. Start D to look at the desktop. Okay, I haven't Firefox is there, that's okay. Let's save that to the disk. It's already done. That's fine. Clean it up, and let's see what the other one saved to disk. Click OK. It's already finished, so start D to go look at the desktop. .NET FX install, and I need to install .NET. Click next. I agree. Configuring the install. Now again, part of the reason I'm doing this is to show you how very long it takes to install a single application on a remote client. If you are a manager watching this, think about how much time that staff is using to install an application. This is why an application server is very useful, or why you would want to go with a thin client environment so that you don't have to worry about not only installing but maintaining all of these applications on a network. thin clients or an application server is clearly the way to go, especially for applications that are that are used only infrequently. And one of the reasons why I'm using .NET, the only reason actually I'm using .NET, is because of the Paint program depends on it. Otherwise I would be using something that is not so Microsoft dependent. So while we wait, let's take a look at Firefox and see what it has. Let's go get some extensions, get more extensions, and okay, I need to, I'm not quite sure why that happens. Click OK. Oh, because it might have something to do with the HTTPS. I'm not quite sure why on this network it doesn't work. Let's see if we can get themes as well. Get more themes. Doesn't happen. I don't know why that happens. Try again. I'm not quite sure why that happens on this network. Let's go see if we can get more engines. See if that's going to give us the same problem. So that's interesting. All of the add-ons are blocked. So problem loading page, got that. So Control W to close that page, Control W to close that page. Find updates to see if that works. Doesn't look like it. Close that. And let's see if I can close that. Still installing. I can cancel that. And don't need that anymore. I think I've already downloaded that. Yep. So I don't need that. Alt Tab. And close that. And let's see what else. We can close that. Control W. Close that. Control W. And let's see. Control W to close that. Let's go see how our install is going. See this? It's an incredibly time-consuming process installing an application. And if you have, I'm looking at 24 machines right now, and those 24 machines all need installation. I've already got 6 of the 24. How long has it taken already? Almost 10 minutes per machine. 6 to 10 minutes per machine. So do the math. I mean, that's 240 hours. 6 into 24 is 4 hours minimum of no interruptions. Let's start D to get the desktop, PaintDotNet to install, and now we wait. And NetOp, what a waste of time those guys were. Quick, let's go ahead and install. I agree. Next. And PaintDotNet 2.6 installing. In a couple moments here we'll be able to test the application. So let's go back to where we were, installing, optimizing performance. May take a while. Yes, it's going to take a while, and so we wait. One of the surprise screencasts that I did was the one that I used for volume control. I've had over 900 hits on that one video on how to control the volume. Let me show you what that means. If you go down here at the bottom, you can pull up the volume control, and you can see the relative volume of that right there, and you can mute it. Open volume control, there it is, and adjust audio properties, there it is. This was the surprise hit the last couple days on the web for me. Okay, it looks like application's installed. Let's minimize this and start the program. There it is. Okay, so it works. And there's our text. And actually, it's not creating a new layer, so let's see if we put a new layer on. And type. And there it is. So create a new layer. Let's turn off the other layers. There it is. Okay, good. So it works. Thank you for watching. This has been another demonstration of how long it takes to install applications on a network when all the machines are standalone devices.